Hi, this is Barry from HomePokerTourney.com with a poker chip review of the Pro World Games of Poker poker chip. This chip is available from MrChip.eu for a price of 0.75 euros, which at today's exchange rate works out to almost exactly $1 per chip. There's a red 5, green 25, black 100, a pale blue 500, a yellow orangish 1000, again a similar color, a yellow orange 5000, green 25,000, pink 50,000, kind of a purplish 100,000, a tan 250,000, and a red 500,000. So they come in pretty well the standard colors: red 5, green 25, black 100, kind of a bluish 500, and after that you've got 1,000 in a kind of yellow orange color. So they're fairly standard colors. Some of the higher denominations have some different colors or some somewhat similar colors. These chips are somewhat similar to the Chinese clay chips that are available in various other brands of poker chips. They weigh 9.5 to 10 grams and are 40 millimeters in diameter. They come on what is called a coffee and biscuits mold. There you can see a coffee cup and what I imagine is a biscuit to the side of the cup. There are 8 of those impressions in each chip. Multicolored edge spots that line up from one edge of the chip to the other. A vinyl label. Label says Pro World Games of Poker. The 4 suits, the denomination, Las Vegas, Nevada at the bottom, Las Vegas NV. The sides you have no cash value on the far right side. Here is a sound comparison of the Pro World Games of Poker poker chips compared to Next Gen poker chips, 13.5 grams. Composite poker chips, 11.5 grams. These are ASM Horsehead poker chips. These are Dunes commemorative poker chips. They are a Chinese clay composite chip. And here we have Paulson Top Hat and Cane chips. Paulson Top Hat and Cane chips. ASM chips. Dunes commemorative chips. This is a Chinese clay composite. $11.5 composite chips. Next gen chips. Here's my favorite part of any poker chip review, the damage test. First we'll scrape it up a bit. So it looks like the color is through and through. Looks like it's blue all the way through the entire chip. I will attempt to peel the label off with my fingernails. I've got somewhat of fingernails. Definitely cannot take off the label with my fingernails. So let's try it with this. There's the label. It appears to be a vinyl label, or at least vinyl coated. Cannot rip it with my fingers. glue on the back. There's the label. You can see some of the, there's the chip. You can see that some of the label is still fixed on there. You can break the chip in half with my bare hands. Wasn't that easy, but it's pretty typical for these type of chips. As you can see, there's no metal insert. The color is solid all the way through the chip. There you can see that the edge spots, how they are affixed to the chip. There you can see the mold. It looks somewhat like a top hat and cane. Again, there's the label. There are similarities in colors between several denominations. Here we have a red 5, a red 500,000. Almost identical in color. I can just barely tell a difference. You probably can't see any difference on the camera. Here we have a $25 chip and a $25,000 chip. The $25,000 chip is just a touch darker than the $25 chip. Different edge spots. Here we have a 1,000 chip and a 5,000 chip. Again, very similar in color. There's a little bit difference in color. Difference in edge spots, of course. So one of the things you have to worry about a little is a player accidentally throwing in a $500,000 chip, a red $500,000 chip, when they actually meant to throw in a 5 chip. So if you're going to be playing these as a set, you might want to consider not using, say, the 25 and the 25,000 at the same time, because some of your players might get confused. Also, the 5 and the 500,000 and the 1,000 and the 5,000 are again very similar. It'd be very easy for a player to accidentally throw out a 1,000 instead of a 5,000, or a 5,000 instead of a 1,000. So if you do buy this set of chips, you might want to consider not using certain combinations of chips. If you use a 25, you probably don't want to use a 25,000 in the same game. Same with the 1,000, 5,000, and the 5 and the 500,000. So there you have it, my review of the Pro World Games of Poker chip from MrChip.eu. There's a side view of the chips. They have a good sound to them. Good feel. They sound and feel very similar to a Chinese clay chip. These chips are available from MrChip.eu. The cost is 0.75 euros per chip, which works out to $1 US per chip. They're available in minimum quantities of 50 chips. They're made in Sweden, and MrChip.eu is located in Sweden. However, they offer free international shipping. So there you go. My review of the Pro World Games of Poker chip from MrChip.eu.